Hello, and welcome to A Word of Hope for the fourth Sunday of Ordinary Time. I'm happy to be with you for 2 Sundays in a row so as to focus on the second reading of the Sunday readings that we've had. Last week, if you recall, St. Paul's first letter to the Corinthians, he said, "Let those having wives act as though they don't have any." And I use that kind of teaching to say, Paul is challenging us to get serious about our faith, to make sure we keep things in focus and that we keep our faith first. When we come to this Sunday, it follows exactly the next verses in Paul's letter to 1 Corinthians. And he says he wants all people to be free of anxiety, and that married men are not as free as unmarried men because they're so concerned with pleasing their wives. And he says, and women who are married are not as free as unmarried women because they're so concerned with pleasing their husbands. Now, I've known a lot of you husbands and wives, and I'm not sure that pleasing each other is your first order of the day. Nevertheless, I think what Paul is saying is stay focused. Keep God in the equation. Make sure you keep God in the mix. And although those readings on first hearing can sound possibly negative, that, Paul is saying having wives and husbands is not a very worthy career or profession or way of life, a very worthy vocation. In fact, on second hearing, I think it's very positive and can be made very positive. Paul is basically saying, don't let anything in your life distract you from God and your role in God's world and in God's ways and in God's purpose. Let nothing distract you. Not even husbands and wives should distract you. Our challenge is to turn whatever might be distracting into a pathway to God. Our challenge is to turn whatever might be a distraction into a pathway to God. And then when we think about that, even a husband's love for his wife, loving her as he loves himself, can be not a distraction, but definitely a channel to God. And a wife in her tremendous, tremendous care and tenderness toward her husband can be not a distraction, but in fact a pathway toward God. That's my hope for today, that you and I will be able to pray for the ability to turn distractions into pathways toward God. God bless you.